Hello students, how are you? I hope every one of you fit and fine at your homes. Okay students, so you are welcome in my YouTube channel. So today I am going to start our next video from chapter number 2 on your page number 23. So see at the top of our page number 23, special purpose application software means customized software. So let's know about the special purpose application software. The software which are designed to meet the specific need of any user are called specific purpose application software. So previously we have discussed some application software like your word processing software, electronic spreadsheet, database management system and presentation software, or last one is a multimedia software. So here some software what these all are not a simple purpose, means these all are a special purpose application software, right? Simple purpose means your general purpose software. Okay, so next here you see examples of a special purpose application software. First is Tally, second one is Vizy, etc. Such software are also known as customized software. Some of the customized software are reservation system, billing system and payroll systems, etc. These all are the example of a special purpose application software, because these software created at present a particular work. Okay, after this you see here one difference between the application software and the difference between the system software, right? So write the beginning side, system software. System software is the type of program installed to control the operations of the computer system and run the application programs. So simply you know here system software is installed for which purpose? To control the operations of our computer system, right? And second, your application software. Application software is installed as per the requirements of the users. It utilizes the capability of a computer on which it is installed. So application software is installed for the particular requirement, like your smart way study software, your Zoom app. These all are software, and class on app also. These all software used here for a particular purpose, journal purpose. So next is a system software include programs such as compiler, system utility, debugger, drivers, assemblers, etc. So in your system software include some programs such as some compilers, system utilities, debugger, driver and your assembler, etc. right? And application software include graphics, means picture, some software, word processor and spreadsheet program. These all are the example of application software. You cannot interact the system software with working on a computer as it's in the background, right? Means here you cannot interact with your software directly. Okay, a user can interact with application software while performing different activities, right? So in the environment of application software, user can directly interact with the application software. So lastly you see here, system software can run independently of the application software, and application software cannot run without the presence of the system software. Means here need of a system software mainly, right? So just you change the topic and just come on the next topic. Our next topic is operational support systems, means OSS, right? So what is the meaning of OSS and what is the purpose of this thing? So operational support system is special type of software installed by the communication service provider to operate, monitor and analyze, manage the computer telephone network on the client's computer. Means कि if you want to use internet connection, so your internet service provider can create a one system as a server. Okay, so with the help of server you can share the things and you can solve the things, you can communicate with the clients, right? So operational support system is also known as a operations support system. It is often installed on the server computer and it is mainly used for supporting network processes to maintain the network inventory. Okay, configure network components, provision services and manage the all faults. If any person facing the problem, means कि any client facing the problem, so client can request from the server and server provide the solution to the client. Okay, so this system is installed in the computer by your internet service provider companies. So next our topic is defragmentation, right? So all of us you know about the term fragmentation. So fragmentation occur when the hard disk does not find continuous memory to store large file. So if in your computer system very large files, okay, and not proper space in your hard disk, so your hard disk can show you one message of fragmentation. Okay, so let's see one example here. While a file is stored on the disk, the operating system search the available free block. Okay, if you are just adding the file in the hard disk, so first of all your file can find the proper space inside the hard disk on the hard disk and store the file there. If the file is too large from one block, because your hard disk is divided into many blocks, so if your file is too large, right, the operating system search for the next block. Okay, so next block searched by your file, okay, and store the next part of the file there. These blocks may not be contiguous from or may be scattered over the disk. This process is known as a fragmentation. ओके, तो इस पूरी प्रोसेस को क्या बोलते हैं हम? फ्रेगमेंटेशन. सो फाइनली यू नो हेयर it is basically slowed down the retrieval of data because the hard disk cannot access data quickly scattered over the disk. Fragmented data need to be rearranged and consolidated into one contiguous area of the disk free space. This process is called defragmentation. Okay, so here how you can defragment your data in your computer system. Okay, so here you follow some steps. Okay, first step you are here, click on the start button and window administrative tool and defragmentation and optimize drive. It provide you list of in this form. So let's see here figure number 2.8. okay, so here your hard disk is divided into the 4 part. Okay, so if one block is completed, okay, so you want to provide your file space in next, the optimized drive window appear on the screen, right? So यहाँ पे आपकी विंडो जो है वो appear हो जाएगी. Select the disk that you want to defragment from your data drive column under the status selections. Okay, so here you can select the section की which section you want to store your data. Okay, click on the optimize tab. So at the last moment you just click on the optimize option. So after this option the fragmentation process will start and take a few minutes to finish. So finally here your data is defragmented. Okay, और यहाँ पे आपका डाटा जो है वो आपके डाटा की defragmentation complete हो गई. So here our topic is completed and our second chapter also completed. So thank you.